Hey guys, I'm back, and before I start, just two things. One, I'm really sorry about what my hair looks like. I am fully aware of the fact that I look like a 3-year-old, but if I have it down, it goes into ringlets, and I look like an Edwardian boy, so it's not really a good look. So I decided to go for the best out of the two, and I thought this was it, but I don't know, I might take it down later, but oh well. Second of all, I'm really sorry that I haven't posted in a while, but I did have a different video lined up. I decided to make a pillow fort, and film me making the pillow fort, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea at the time, but it just went really, really badly. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, as you can tell, the video didn't go too smoothly, and the whole video is kind of like that, and with bad lighting and bad sound, so I just decided to scrap it and I would just film a different one instead. I decided that I would film some name dilemmas that I seem to experience, and hopefully, well not hopefully, but maybe you experience them too and it's relatable, so I hope you enjoy. The first name dilemma I have happens to me quite a bit because my name is really common, Izzy, it's quite a common name, and basically it's when someone shouts your name, you turn around and respond, but they weren't talking to you, they were talking to someone else with the same name. This happens to me quite a lot at like school because there's like loads of other Izzies at my school, and someone's like, oh, Izzy, and I turn around, I'm like, hey, what? And they're like, oh no, I wasn't talking to you. And then I have to try and play it off like I didn't think that they were talking to me. Someone was like, hey, what? Water, I need some water because it's hot in here. Oh, did you think I was talking to you? No, I knew that you weren't calling my name. And for some reason, no one ever seems to buy it, so it makes it very awkward. Second dilemma I have is when someone calls you by the wrong name. And I don't know about you, but I'm always too awkward to correct them when they say the wrong name, so I just play along. Again, this one happened to me at school, but it happened with a teacher. She kept calling me Nat during a revision session, and the first time it happened I was like, nah, she didn't call me that, no, I won't correct her because it's probably just me mishearing her. No, Nat and Izzy, they're completely different names, no way would she get me confused with that. And then the second time it happened I was like, no, she definitely did call me Nat, so I went to correct her. Apart from she already moved on to a different topic and she was already saying something else and was busy with something else, so I couldn't like interrupt and be like, actually, no. And then the third time it happened, I was like, oh my god, no, I'm in too deep now, what am I gonna do? And I didn't want to like correct her then. And so it carried on for a couple of weeks and it was really awkward. As I mentioned, this happened in the revision session, and it was 100 times more awkward when it started happening in my actual lesson, you know, with like other people, because she'd be like, hey Nat, can you like hand the sheets out? And I'd be like, sure, and everyone else was looking at me like, your name's not Nat, why are you responding to that? Why don't you just correct her? And it was just like, oh, I'm in too deep now, I can't say anything, I'm just gonna have to legally change my name to Nat because that will be a lot easier than just correct her at this point. The next dilemma I have is when someone kind of calls you the wrong name, like it's similar, but it's not quite there. As I'm sure you guys know, my name is Izzy, but it's short for Isabella, not Isabel, which is what everyone seems to think it's short for, and people just always like assume my full name is Isabel, and it's just slightly off, so it just really annoys me. Like, I have nothing against the name Isabel. If your name's Isabel, don't be like hating in the comments like, oh my god, my name's Isabel, why don't you like the name Isabel? Isabel is a lovely name, it's just not my name, so it's kind of annoying when I get called that. Again, you've probably guessed it, but I'm way too awkward to correct people when this happens. So whenever they're like, oh, how do you spell your name, Isabel? Because, you know, there's different variations of Isabel. I'm always like, oh, it's simple. It's just I-S-A-B-E-L-L-A. So I do it like that, and I sort of passively aggressively tell them that it's not short for Isabel, it's short for Isabella. The final name dilemma I have is when you've known someone for a really long time, but you don't know the name. This happened to me quite a lot, like I used to do sports clubs, I know, pause for laughter, but I used to go swimming and the groups were sort of always changing every couple of weeks. And so I've known someone for like a couple of weeks, but I still wouldn't know their name, and they knew my name. They were always like, hey Izzy, and I'd be like, oh, hey there, you cool person, and like it's just really awkward because you don't want to ask them a couple of weeks in like, oh, what's your name by the way? So I do have a couple of solutions for this problem, because I know that some of you out there will have had this problem as well, so you're welcome. The first solution I have is to take the person to Starbucks. Genius, I know. So what you can do is you can wait for them to like say the name and for the person to write it on the drink, and then you can always look at their drink and you can be like, hey, come on, let's go sit over there. And you look at their drink sneakily and you're like, Lucy, woohoo. The second solution I have is to ask them how to spell their name, woo, and then you can just work out what it is as they're spelling it out and you're like, oh, Emily, huh. And then the final solution, and this is honestly foolproof, you can ask them what their name is, and then they will be like, oh, I thought you knew my name, but they'll tell you anyway. And then, to not offend them, you can go, oh no, I knew your first name, what's your second name? And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, okay. And then you can find out their first name and their second name. Woo, double whammy. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it relatable. Do you experience any of these problems yourself? And if you do, what are your solutions? You can leave them down in the comments. I'm hoping to post another video in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. All my social media links are also in the description below, so stay tuned and I will see you guys soon. Bye!